Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the day again where we expose the corporate-backed media. Today, it's all about Sky News, or as I say, Sly News. Yes, we've had a lot of conversations recently about the hate marches against the Jews and Israel, and of course against Christians and everybody who believes in the Western values in London every Saturday. Sky News did a segment to show us how much of a safe place it is in London on Saturdays for everybody, including the Jews. Now, before I show you the video, let's not forget that Sky News pretends to be impartial, pretends to be very professional and not do any propaganda pieces or share opinions like I do on this channel. They pretend they don't do that. This is completely a propaganda-focused piece where they essentially the presenter, the reporter, found a small group of very left-wing and anti-Western, essentially, Jews, who happen to be Jews, but of course they are supporting the so-called Palestinian cause, and it's trying to basically say they represent all the Jews. Yeah, it's not a no-go zone in London, because look, there are a couple of Jews who don't look like Jews, but they seem fine with it.
Amongst the ranks, and we heard from the extremists saying this would be a no-go zone for Jewish people. Actually, in the banner behind me here, this is a group of Jewish people who have joined the mark in solidarity. And actually, let's just have a quick chat with one of them, Gillian Mosley, at the front here. Gillian, what do you think of the idea of this being a no-go zone for Jewish people?
I think that's absurd. Obviously, I'm surrounded by Jews. We're in central London. I also live in central London and have lots of Jewish neighbours, and none of us are scared.
Is it perhaps because you just happen to be Jewish, because you were born into families who are just Jewish, but you are in fact politically left-wing and you don't really like Zionists and Israel and anything about Western conservative values? And you're not walking around with anything that would actually make you visibly Jewish? Is that why? Let me show you an example. First things first, before I show you the next clip. Does that mean that if someone is born into a family that happened to be, in terms of heritage, Persian and Iranian, and they live in the West, and they are one of the minorities that actually support the Islamic occupation of Iran, the current Islamic regime, and if they go on Sky News, does that prove that, oh, look, Iranians are so diverse. We got representation from a big group of Iranians who support the Iranian regime, the Islamic dictatorship? No, it doesn't. Let me show you how they treat the Jews when they realize they are Jews in London, the no-go zone of London. Watch. Not only the Islamic protesters on the far left make things uncomfortable, even the Metropolitan Police makes it uncomfortable for Jews to freely walk around this city on Saturdays, at least Saturdays. Of course, if you live in Jewish areas in London and North London, then every single day is scary. Talk to the Jewish parents who are still scared to send their own kids on their own to school. Talk to them. Talk to the small business owners who happen to be Jewish or Christian, who continue to get targeted in this country. Talk to every single person who cannot visibly be seen as Jewish, because they will be called Zionists, whether they are believers in Israeli nationalism or not. Whether they are even an Israeli citizen or not. Whether they actually believe in Benjamin Netanyahu's government or not. This is what we're dealing with, ladies and gentlemen. But Sky News, yeah, feel free to create your propaganda segments. It's okay. Not many people are watching Sky News these days. People are watching Tousi TV and other independent channels. And feel free to do it, because we are always here to fact check the fact checkers. We will debunk your stupid claims.